at Galleria Gitana, we have a piece that I'd like to share with you called Hawksbill Turtle, and it's by Tryba, and she's going to give you a lot of information about it right now.
Hi, I'm Tryba. I am a mixed media artist with a background in drawing and painting and ceramics. And before I started creating mixed media pieces like the Hawksbill here, I was working quite a bit in ceramics, and I love the textural quality of ceramics, but because it takes so much time between taking a lump of clay and having it come out of a kiln, second glaze, that all takes a lot of time. I switched to something called epoxy clay, and it's a two-part chemical reaction clay that I just dearly love. And then I can paint it. So I can cheat as much as I need to get the color to be exactly what I want. And I don't have to rely on glazes to, be exactly what I'm looking for. Now in this piece, I'm also a little bit of a pack rat. I've collected a whole lot of different textural bits. In this piece, let's see, you can see an old dryer ball. You can see the netting from fruits and vegetables, and you can see stick pins in a piece of styrofoam. The turtle himself was definitely sculpted from scratch, and in order to keep it light enough to hang on the wall, I had to fill him with foil, aluminum foil. So he is basically a fairly light structure, an armature, with a thin layer of this epoxy clay on top. I have about an hour and a half once I've mixed the two bits together, with the epoxy clay, and then the chemicals start doing their thing, and at a certain point it's too hard to work with. After that you can actually carve it, and I have a drill, I can drill it, I can attach it, whatever I need to do, but it makes me kind of work a little bit more immediately. But also the great thing is you can add things, so I can create the whole shell, I can create the head and the legs, and then after it's all dried, I can put them all together. So that really works nicely for me now. And the second part is the painting. Of course, when I'm working on the piece, I'm thinking about composition and story and what do I want to say and all the things that you think about as an artist. But then with the paint, I can pull it all together with the color, and so then the composition starts coming together. I feel that the layering is what kind of makes your eye think, it's all kind of hanging together. But when you look at, his shell, which is mostly warm colors, and the water, which is mostly cool colors, there's a little bit of green and blue in the warmth. There's a little bit of yellow or yellow-green in the cool. So I try to kind of play back and forth and put many layers so that it all kind of hangs together. Now I want to say something about the subject, the Hawksbill Turtle, and I don't know if you can see his unique bill there. It does look like a hawk. It's got a nice little hook that he can use to get in the coral and eat the sponges, and it's a very critically endangered species. My last 3 years of creating sea life vignettes, you might say, I've sort of settled on, is there something in our beautiful Pacific Ocean here in California that needs attention? I've done octopuses, I've done fish, I've done seahorses, and this last one, when I was doing the research, what do I want to do next? I thought turtles, I haven't done a turtle. I came across this Hawksbill turtle. It's been decimated because of its gorgeous shell. It's what we know as tortoise shell and is sold as souvenirs, bracelets, trinkets, all those things, wherever it's found in the world, which is mostly the Caribbean. It is actually, they say, in Southern California, but mostly down through the Caribbean down to Peru. There are some in Hawaii, and what I call it is Hawksbill Turtle, too rare to wear. I found that online, and I would suggest, if you're looking at this, you look it up, because it's a wonderful organization that has brought to light what a sad plight this beautiful animal has because of its gorgeous shell. It's been, caught by humans and used for something, that you could still buy souvenirs. Do they have to be his beautiful home? So, anyway, I really enjoyed making this piece. I would love it if, when you look at this piece, you have a great feeling about this animal, and if it inspires you to do something, study it a little bit more. There are also conservation funds, one called Hawaii Wildlife Fund, and there are many ways to help save beautiful creatures like this in the world. And today is Giving Tuesday. Thank you.